Zdraticha, Dovadici, and welcome to our Let's Play of Hegemony III, Clash of Ancients. And I know it's been a while since we've recorded anything, and there's a couple of factors surrounding that. Mainly being is that there's nothing that's been really inspiring me to get up and play. And the second thing is I'm working on something sort of behind the scenes, which will be unveiled very shortly, and I'm very, very excited for you guys to see it. I think you guys are going to like it a lot, and I'm very excited to unveil it. And that'll be coming in the next day or so after releasing this. So, basically, I've been a huge fan of the Hegemony series. Unfortunately, though, the one that came out with recently, Hegemony: The Rise of Caesar, maybe I'm becoming cynical in my old age, but it just didn't capture, I guess, what I hoped it would. But looking over Hegemony 3, I'm really excited for the third installment of the series. I think they're going back to what made the first one really great, which is kind of like an open, dynamic map with lots of civilizations vying for power. And the great thing about Hegemony is, like, as your empire gets bigger, it actually gets more difficult to play the game. Whereas most kind of grand strategy games, it's like as soon as your empire gets to a certain threshold, they can just curb stomp everybody on the map. And what I like about this series is it kind of bucks that trend. So without further ado, let's kind of jump right into it, and we'll talk a little bit more about the ins and outs of the game. So there's two scenarios, and they're very similar. One is Etrania, sorry, probably not pronouncing that right. But basically, it's the unification of the Etruscan civilization, which is a civilization that existed in the north of Italy before Rome, you know, kind of united Italy and kind of co-opted them. But we're not going to play that. We're going to play the big scenario, because this one's a much smaller and more focused scenario. I'm going to be playing the unification of Italy. Centuries before the Republic, Rome was just one of many factions fighting for control of the Apennine Peninsula. Follow the history and see the foundation of the emperors to follow, or set your own path and lead the Etruscans, Samnites, Greeks, and more to their own hegemony. I like the new art style. It looks really cool. Very slick. So this one, I didn't even know they were coming out until I saw them on Steam. So it was a pleasant surprise. I'll say that much. So also a new thing for the series is you can sit and you can adjust the abilities of the AI and make them aggressive, defensive, and you can also change the difficulty. I'm just going to keep it on stock normal. I find that that's pretty good. This game does a good job in balancing kind of difficulty with fun. So it makes the game, you're always, I guess, enjoying yourself. You never feel like it's too easy on the normal difficulty. So that's perfect for me. I'm going to be playing as Rome because, as we all know, Rome is awesome. And why would you ever want to be anybody else? Building the capital in less than a day. That's clever. Okay, so Hegemony, as I believe I said before, is kind of known for its scale, the ability to zoom all the way out and see the entirety of the map, and then go in on a micro scale and see like the individual citizens playing with chickens or whatever the hell these guys are doing. But we just got a new objective, and the new objective is recruit a worker brigade and place them inside a farm. So the way this game works is that there's multiple different systems, and they all kind of interact together in a complicated web. But once you get the hang of it, everything kind of starts to make sense. So first off, there's about 3 different resources that you have in the game, and the first is food, and probably the most important one is food. And without food, you basically can't do anything. Your cities will starve, your army will be useless, so without food, you can't even start anything, essentially. And as I've noticed, is that we do not have any food. Whoops. Shit. So we're going to need to recruit some combat units to back that up. As we have our beautiful city here, but not much else. Let's deploy them actually. We're going to deploy him here. Deploy him here. And I also have a general. Awesome. I'll put him with the spearmen. So one thing you'll notice is that the Roman army of this time is vastly different from the Roman army that you're probably familiar with from movies and Total War series and so on and so on. So basically, before the Romans fought in the way we generally kind of understand them fighting, which is with masses of heavy infantry kind of supported by some light infantry and cavalry. Essentially, the Roman armies fought in that Greek phalanx style, which is when you take a bunch of guys, you organize them into a block of units, push them together so their shields are overlapping one another, and then facing the enemy is a hedgehog of different spears and other various pointy objects, or the Greek hoplite style. But the Greek hoplite is a very, very effective formation in ancient fighting. However, it did have one serious weakness. Like when the phalanx was charging straight at you, it was pretty much unstoppable. You couldn't attack it head on, arrows wouldn't do anything. But if you were able to get behind it, the phalanx would virtually just collapse in and of itself. So the Romans were finding that on the hilly terrain, it was really difficult to deploy phalanx formations, and they'd continually get flanked, or they couldn't put them in a good enough position, so they had to adapt. And through a series of trial and errors in the various wars they fought, they eventually adopted the fighting style that we know, sort of the histati in the front, with the the mass heavy infantry with their gladii and their big Roman shields, and then the back is the more heavily armored principae, and then the back is the triarii. So if we zoom in on these guys, we can see that they do not look like what we think Roman soldiers look like. But now it's time to... So we've beaten back those barbarian scum. Oh shit, more barbarian scum. Our fellow countrymen of Rome are fractured, and without ambition we should seize this opportunity to bring them under our banner, so that we may again prosper and stand strong against our enemies. A diplomatic tour would allow us to assess their willingness to follow our command, and whether or not additional persuasion will be necessary. New objective scored. Scouts report that raiders are ravaging the countryside around Lunduvium, and the city's army can do nothing about it. This could be an opportunity to gain the city's allegiance. Cool, cool. These all sound like reasonable things. He's gonna have to stop that for now. I think we can beat these guys. Yeah, we're beating them bad. I think we can actually take out this fort, which would be nice. Bastards keep running away. Well, these ones are standing and dying at least. So there's a bandit fort up here. Looks like we managed to beat up the bandits pretty bad. so let's take their fort. And that will give me a second to describe one of the other resources in the game, and that is gold. So, before we, I guess, get to that, various camps can be placed and built around the map, and these can serve as staging points for your invasion. They can be used to stockpile supplies, be used to defend key areas, or areas where your soldiers can fall back without having to fall back to all the way to their city to regroup, get fed, and reorganize. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to be keeping this camp because they do cost gold, and we're already losing 15 gold a week, which is definitely not good. And capturing this camp will only make us lose more, so it's going to have to get destroyed. Wait, oh, I already own that. I can get a little bit of gold there. So whenever you capture a various building, you have to put workers inside of it, and you can either recruit workers from your home base, or you can throw slaves in there, and they can do the same thing. And to get slaves, obviously you have to defeat and capture enemy units. And the nice thing about slaves is they don't cost you any money, whereas laborers do. So there's an enemy faction across this stream here. So now we've captured the farm, and we have to connect these to our city with roads. And roads basically kind of establish your own intricate supply network where goods are moved in between your various cities. And enemies can capture... Sir, if we need a bear... I recommend sending troops to reconnaissance the surrounding countryside. Okay, good enough. So anyway, so you need to establish roads in order to get goods from point A to point B. And your roads do cost money to maintain, and they can be blocked by enemy troops. So you have to be careful, essentially. So I'm going to recruit some more units, and I'm going to take this mine here that I noticed in order to get a little bit more money coming in, and also probably grab some slaves and throw them to work in the mines and vineyards before I... Although I do feel like I should build a bridge here and prevent enemies from crossing, these teal guys from crossing, because my city isn't very well defended. Alright, so now we got 4 troops here, and again we're losing money, but mines are the quickest and easiest ways to gain more money, so capturing that should give us a nice gain in income. Unfortunately, this camp here is not particularly frightening. There's a cat. Alright, other spearmans. Ah, dang it. Definitely not the slave crop I was hoping for. Huh. I don't know why that road got destroyed. These guys actually is I'm going to send them over here to the vineyard and then recruit some of my own laborers to work in the mines. Oh, maybe it should be the other way around. Oh well. But yeah, I need to have enough money that I can support this standing army. Oh, looks like, oh, I can upgrade one of them. So, your units gain experience and you can, worthy of promotion. Okay, there we go, exactly. So, this guy, as he was saying, is that you can promote various units with officers who will boost their attributes. So, I'm giving these guys a weapon master to increase their defense, or sorry, their offense, and a medic to increase their defense. And I don't know. There we go, trainer 2. So I don't have to use up my recruits because recruits are a pretty valuable commodity. Alright. Getting to the mines. Let's see who else I can increase. No, not him yet. This guy can definitely get an increase. This guy is gonna get a marksman master. Or go increase their missile damage. Oh crap, enemies are attacking. Alright, they made it to the vineyard. Alright, finally, making some dough. Ah, crap. See, so, wow, these guys are aggressive. They've already built up a camp and are attacking. So, these look like barbarians. Alright, guys, run away. Well, not going to be these much these guys can do. I honestly might have to have something to defend these borders. I'm going to send my speedy spearmen out to do some exploration of the surrounding area. And then I'm going to have, oh no, my speedy levies and my spearmen I will have go and do my diplomatic tour of the various Roman cities. Senates. Some rabble have come together to try and burn our lands. Well, good luck on them. Holy crap. They have quite a city here. They are well defended. Oh my god, they're trying to raise Rome. Come on, you bastards, get there faster. Can you speed it up at all? Oh, thank God they stopped them. Sir, after our last attack, people are unconcerned about their safety beginning down our ability to defend them. We should make efforts to improve our defenses. Okay. So, this city doesn't have a wall, so let's give it... Unfortunately, we can't afford much, so we're gonna give it a stone wall. But as we grow in power, so too will our defenses. Got these guys too. My God, man. What are you guys doing? Why aren't you throwing your spears at them? This is really not what I had in mind. Well, at least they're beating them. Alright, we got a pretty good pack of slaves here. Well, might as well send them to work in the woods. Why isn't this guy? There we go. The people of Ostia have greeted their rightful ruler with a token tribute of 34. Whatever catches a pledging of loyalty at this time, blah blah blah, we need to prove ourselves. Okay, so that's great. So I guess, is this the... Okay, so I gotta defeat a fort. This fort. Well, I can bring them into the fold, I guess, by destroying that fort. Holy crap, they're coming again? Well, this is, I guess, making it increasingly clear that we need some sort of roadblock up there. more gold producing buildings though. If I can extend my defenses further. Oh man, the city's also out of food. Isn't the vineyard? The vineyard produces food as well. We have to take out that fort. So we desperately need more gold. These guys again. Oh, I can bribe them? Sure. There we go. Wow. Cost me all my gold, but at least it stopped them from attacking. I desperately need some food as well. Sabar refugees are fleeing from the city of Asculum in droves. Word is that it has fallen to Pinsetize. We're not the only ones who seek to conquer Rome. In time, other countries will form empires we need to be ready to defend against. We should be on our guard. Man, my guys are out of food. Yeah, we can't stand against these guys right now. Just don't have enough food. Ah, well, what about this? Can we take this? Gain some food and gold. Alright, independent. Doesn't belong to anybody. Yeah, we're deeply low on food as well. in are getting food, but they're not stockpiling it. Because I have to stockpile it in the city first. The objective of the streets are growing. Our vast supplies of food and vigilant protection have allowed it to prosper and grow. Rome is ready to expand. We're going to build on it. Goes more taxes, recruits, and have room for upgrades. Okay. Sounds good to me. So this is how I upgrade it. Population grows, cities grow over time. Probably not the best idea, especially if I'm planning on moving out for conquest. May as well take that lumber camp, even though probably not going to use it for much. Get in there, you bastards! All right, beauty. It's producing some extra food as well. Alright, finally. So, as time goes on, seasons do change. And, for example, we're in autumn now, which means that we can produce more food. More food is produced in autumn. So it allows us to stockpile up for the winter, in which less food is produced. Master. These guys need marksmen. I'll move my army over here. I need to, I think I need to build a bridge here or something, or, yeah. Occupy this crossing. Well, these guys, who have really weird beards, are getting completely demolished. I can't construct a bridge there, I guess. Can I build a bridge across here now?